Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. This is Tossif, and I am back with a new live stream. I see some of our friends have already tuned in. That is wonderful. All right, great. So I adjusted my setup here a little bit. Um, and so I am uh, a little further away from the camera, I think. Um, and the lighting has changed. I've got my window open because I'm doing it during the day, afternoon. So um, I have natural light in the room. I guess this is a better setup. If it's not, let me know. Do you think that this is the better setup um, than when I'm closer to the camera? And can you hear me okay? Let me know that, my friends. I see a lot of our friends are here. I see, give me 1 second. I see Kushi is here, Bree is here, Teresa is here, Ricardo is here, um, Frank is here. Kushi says it looks very dark. Is it very dark? Or is it a better setup? It's not? I think it is. Let me know if it's not. Yeah, let me know if you like this setup. Your comments are appreciated because it helps me improve. Um, all right, we're gonna go into the discussion here. Okay, Bree says let's try it and see if we like it. Kushi says it's dark. Okay, all right. Yeah, maybe. Let me see. If I Give me 1 second. Is it better now, Kushi? Okay, everyone's saying it's dark. Okay. Is it better now? Okay, so Teresa said it's dark. Kushi said it's dark. I hope it's better now. I don't know. Give me 1 second here. Okay, we're gonna get started. How about we just get started, and maybe I will adjust that in the for the next live stream. All right, my friends, there's chaos in California. Rioters have damaged property. Rioters have disrupted the lives of the innocent people of California. When the streets are flooded with rioters, innocent people live in fear. And that is what we saw happening in Los Angeles, in California over the last couple of days. My friends, people just want to breathe freely. People want to go to work. They want to earn a paycheck. They want to enjoy the safety and security that we can all expect in a community. People want to raise a family. They want to pursue their dreams. They want peace in their cities and towns. But it seems that peace and security are not easy to achieve in a left wing city like Los Angeles. Now, if you've seen the news, you already know what is going on in Los Angeles. The evil left wing rioters have caused widespread damage over the last couple of days. The liberals will tell you, if you talk to the liberals, they'll tell you that these people are protesters. That's what they will tell you. If you talk to the liberals, they'll say, oh, these are protesters. But my friends, understand this. A protest is meant to be peaceful. A protest means voicing one's opposition to a course of action, voicing one's concerns regarding a policy. A protest means speaking out against something in a lawful manner. A protest can include signs and banners. But when people start setting vehicles on fire, when people are throwing stones and rocks at moving vehicles, that's not a protest. That's a riot. When there's looting taking place, it's not a protest. By the way, these so-called protesters, they were out there to oppose the actions of ICE. Federal authorities conducted operation in California to arrest illegal immigrants, and they did successfully arrest dozens and dozens of people in Los Angeles, and this happened in the last few days. And so what happened? Tensions flared up in LA. So these people who were arrested by ICE, who are these people? By the way, my friends, if you can hear me properly, just let me know in the live chat, okay? I can try adjusting the camera next time. This time we'll just continue as we are, okay? I hope it's not too dark. I adjusted the light in the room. Okay, I adjusted the shades here. So hopefully it's not too dark, but let me know if it is. All right. Okay. So we know that ICE arrested dozens of people in Los Angeles, but who are these people? Who are these people who were arrested by ICE? Among the people arrested, there are violent criminals, there are drug offenders, and these are individuals who should be in jail. They should be behind bars. And so ICE is doing great work. Each and every day, the ICE agents are doing great work. They are going out there and they're catching the criminals. They're catching the illegal aliens. They're catching the individuals who violated our nation's immigration laws and other laws. So we support the ICE agents. We support the people who serve in ICE, which is Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The left-wing agitators don't like that. The left-wing agitators, these rioters, they don't like ICE. So these agitators, these rioters, they were out there trying to create chaos. What President Trump wrote on Truth Social, I'm going to read that to you, and then I'll give you some updates. President Trump wrote that if the governor of California and the mayor of Los Angeles, if they cannot do their jobs, then the federal government will step in and solve the problem. What are the problems? The rioting and the looting. Those are the problems. So if the governor of California and the mayor of Los Angeles cannot do their jobs, then the federal government will step in. And that is exactly what happened? We saw that President Donald J. Trump sent National Guard to address the situation in Los Angeles. We cannot allow these anti-ICE riots to continue. Anti-ICE riots, that's what's going on. Our nation's immigration laws are being enforced. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, they are doing their jobs, but there are agitators, there are rioters, there are looters out there trying to create chaos. We cannot allow these anti-ICE riots to continue. And as I said before, a protest is meant to be peaceful. What we saw in California over the last few days, that was complete lawlessness. Complete lawlessness. The United States Northern Command confirmed that National Guard troops have begun to deploy in the Los Angeles area. Charles is writing, very thankful for ICE. Give me 1 second. I'm going to adjust the computer screen here. Charles is writing, very thankful for ICE. Yes, we are all very, very thankful for ICE. By the way, my friends, as you are tuning in, please like this video. And also, if you are new to this channel, and if you are from California, especially if you're from Los Angeles, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts, okay? If you are from Los Angeles, if you are a Los Angeles resident, I want to hear your thoughts about what's going on in your city. And let me know if you support ICE, if you support President Trump's decision to deploy National Guard troops. I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know. By the way, there is a poll that I'm conducting that you can see. And the question is, do you support President Trump's decision to deploy the National Guard to Los Angeles? Okay. Let me know by voting in the poll. Let me know your thoughts by voting in the poll. Kushi is writing support 100%. Thank you. Thank you, Kushi. That's our friend from La Crosse saying support 100%. All right, Stacy. Seems about right. Stacy is writing seems about right. What are you referring to, Stacy? Do you support President Trump's decision? Is that what you're saying? Just write support Trump's decision. If that's the case, then we will know what you mean exactly. Gino is writing, love Texas, love Trump. Awesome, thank you. Oh, Stacy doesn't support President Trump's decision. What do you support then, Stacy? Stacy, if you have a different viewpoint, let me know. All right, we have people with different viewpoints here. So if you don't support President Trump's decision, which, I don't understand why you wouldn't support his decision. But if you don't, which, if your opinion, you're entitled to it, let us know your reasoning, okay? Let us know your reasoning. If you ask me, you know my viewpoints. I support ICE. I support the National Guard. I support President Trump's decision to deploy troops, National Guard troops, to Los Angeles. And the United States Northern Command confirmed that National Guard troops have begun to deploy in the Los Angeles area. It's important, my friends, that we as freedom-loving, law-abiding Americans, we support this decision. We must support the National Guard troops, and we must pray for their safety. My friends, this is important. If you believe in the power of prayers, which I know you do, most of you do, then please pray for the National Guard troops who are being deployed to the Los Angeles area. They have been given an important task. They have an assignment. They have to restore law and order. National Guard troops, if you support the National Guard troops, if you believe in the power of prayers, my friends, please pray for the National Guard troops. We support them, and we support President Trump's decision to deploy National Guard troops. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so very much, okay? Thank you. Share with me your thoughts. Share with me your viewpoints. And please vote in the poll. And the question in the poll that I'm conducting, the question is, do you support President Trump's decision to deploy the National Guard to Los Angeles? Let me know. Those who are tuning in now, those who are tuning in, if you're tuning in just now, please look at the poll question. James is here. James says, when the California governor election comes around, just remember what happened yesterday when you go to the ballot box. Exactly. Remember that. Remember what happened yesterday. Remember what happened, the scenes that we saw, the images that we saw, the video clips that we saw, the news reports that we saw. California, what happened in California? What did the governor do? Gavin Newsom. Did he take any action? When the rioters started causing damage, did Gavin Newsom take any action? No, he did not. Remember that. By the way, James, I got to tell you, Gavin Newsom is not going to be able to run for re-election. He has term limit, okay? So Gavin Newsom is not going to be on the ballot in 2026. But still, it's important to remember that Democratic leadership in California failed. So whoever is on the ballot running for governor from the Democrat Party, remember that the Democrats have failed. It's not going to be Gavin Newsom who's going to be on the ballot for the governor's race in 2026. It's not going to be Gavin Newsom. It's going to be somebody else. But don't vote for Democrats. Do not. Exactly, James is saying, I'm saying for the Democrat nominee. Exactly, James. Exactly. I get your point, James. I get your point. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up, because that is important. The Democrats have failed at the city level, at the state level. The Democrats have failed. Karen Bass, a Democrat, mayor of Los Angeles, complete failure. Gavin Newsom, Democrat governor of California, complete failure. So the next time the Democrats come asking for your vote, they come asking and saying, vote for us in California. Do not vote for Democrats in California. California, you've suffered a lot. The people of Los Angeles, you've suffered a lot. The people of San Francisco, you've suffered a lot. People all over California have suffered a lot. Do not vote for Democrats. Do not vote for Democrats in California. Just don't. Everything that happened in the past, look at that. Look at how the Democrats have failed miserably in California. They have failed to uphold law and order. The Democrats have failed to ensure public safety. The Democrats have failed to prevent that massive fire that damaged so many properties, so many homes, that was just months ago. The Democrats have failed in every sector of the economy. In every part of society, the Democrats have failed. Look at California. Look at the energy sector. Look at the transportation sector. Look at taxation. Look at public safety. Look at housing. Housing is a basic necessity. Look at the homelessness in California. What did the Democrats do to ensure affordable housing, reasonably priced housing? They have failed. Home prices in California, crazy. So remember that. The people of California, you've suffered a lot because of Democrat elected officials, because of Democrat policies. And so now it's time that you stop voting for Democrats. Stop voting for Democrats. Don't vote for Democrats. Start electing conservative public officials. Start electing Republicans. Meg is here. Hello, Meg. Let's see who else is here. Butch is here. Hi, Butch. Good to see you. Who else is here, my friends? Let's see. Others are tuning in. Did I see Charisse here? Charisse, are you here? I thought I saw Charisse here for a second. I don't know. Did I see Charisse? Charisse, if you are here, say hello. So, my friends, we must pray for the National Guard troops who are being deployed to the Los Angeles area to restore law and order, to bring stability to that area. We must pray so that God gives the National Guard the strength needed to address this dangerous situation in California. I have complete confidence, my friends, that the National Guard troops will be able to do the job that they have been assigned. Let us pray for the National Guard troops, my friends. Keep them in your prayers so that they can be successful. It's a massive force that is being deployed. 2,000 soldiers. It's President Donald J. Trump's decision. 2,000 soldiers. 2,000 soldiers. 2,000 soldiers being deployed to the Los Angeles area. Now, reportedly, this is the part that you're going to love. Are you ready for this? You've heard about the 2,000 soldiers who will be deployed. They are being deployed. If you turn on the TV, you're gonna see those video clips right now of troops arriving in the Los Angeles area. But I've got another very important piece of news I'm going to share with you. Some of you probably know this already, but I'm going to share this with you. And trust me, you're going to love it. But just tell me if you are ready for this. Are you ready to hear what I have to say? Are you ready, my friends? You're going to love this. I'm looking at the live chat window. So any individual who posts all kinds of spam in the live chat is going to be blocked. So I made the decision to just now block an individual who was posting the same comment over and over again. All right. I mean, at that point, it's a spam. If you're posting the same comment 10, 20, 30 times, that's like spamming. All right. And I have to take action because you know what? I got friends right here who are part of this community. They are here for a productive conversation. Sovik is here. Hello, Sovik. Our friends are here because our community is getting stronger every day. Our friends are here to be a part of the conversation, to discuss the things that matter, the issues of the day, the current affairs, the policy problems, things happening in the country and around the world. We talk about social and political issues, both domestic and international, and we are here to spend time together so that we can discuss these issues. And if there's somebody here who's just spamming, who's just writing the same comment over and over again, copying, pasting, I'm not going to allow that. And, I am a patient individual. I give people opportunity to, basically change course. But if somebody just keeps doing the same thing, like, spamming the live chat, I have to take action. And that is exactly what I did. I blocked that individual. So, all right, my friends. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And please make sure that you're hitting the like button. Okay, it helps us reach more people. All right. Alan Decker. Alan Decker has a great comment. Alan Decker is writing, I am grateful. Alan Decker is writing, this is what I voted for. Thank you, President Trump. This is what I voted for. Thank you, President Trump. Alan Decker, when you write that comment, you're basically saying what so many people around this country feel. There are so many millions and millions of people. When they see President Trump taking action, when they see President Trump deploying National Guard to the Los Angeles area, they say the same thing. They say, this is what I voted for. Thank you, President Trump. My friends, let me share with you this interesting piece of news, which you're going to love, and that is, reportedly, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth suggested that U.S. Marines could be deployed to Los Angeles. U.S. Marines could be deployed to Los Angeles. We saw the National Guard troops arriving in Los Angeles, and if you have not seen those images, those video clips, my friends, please turn on the TV or just go online and look at the news reports. Just look at the news coverage, and you are going to see those vehicles carrying National Guard troops arriving in Los Angeles. But on top of that, the U.S. Marines could also be deployed, as the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, suggested. If needed, U.S. Marines could be deployed as well. So what does that tell us? That tells us that the Trump administration is going to do whatever is necessary to stop these riots, to stop the looting, to prevent lawless activities. If the U.S. Marines are needed, the U.S. Marines could be deployed, as our great Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth suggested. This is an administration that is serious. This is an administration that is not going to sit and watch the rioters destroy property. The Trump administration is not going to sit and watch the looters cause havoc in communities. The Trump administration is not going to sit silently as the forces of evil cause all kinds of disruption in American communities. The Trump administration is going to take action. President Trump will take action. Our defense secretary will take action. My friends, a lot of people are here, I see. Some new names are here. I want to do a quick survey, okay? If you support President Trump's actions, his response to these riots, just say, I support Trump's decision. Write it in the live chat. Now, you can answer the poll question, which I highly encourage that you do. There's a poll that I'm conducting. But in addition to that, because the poll doesn't tell me who's supporting President Trump and who's not, so if you want to publicly express your support for President Trump, you can write it in the live chat, especially for those who are here for the first time. Become a part of this community. Okay, participate in the live chat. Or let's see. Mex says, I support. Kushi says, 100% support. Bree says, I support 100% President Trump. Great, thank you. Human Nature is writing, I support Trump's decision. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Anyone else, my friends? All right, Stacy doesn't support. All right. Okay. So Stacy here doesn't support President Trump's decision. All right. Okay. I get it. You know, people have different viewpoints. A viewer named R doesn't support President Trump's decision. All right. I'm reading the comments here. I'm looking at the live chat window on my computer screen. By the way, whatever your political viewpoints are, you're all welcome here, okay? So subscribe and be a part of this community. Somewhere is writing, most people support it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Most people support it. Most people support President Trump's decision. That's very, very obvious. And then there are some who don't. All right. You know, people have different opinions. Pam is saying, read the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. You know, Pam, hold on. Pam is saying, read the Constitution. Pam, you're saying read the Constitution. Do you know, I've got the Constitution right here. What does it say? What does it say? The Constitution of the United States. I have this right here, okay? And I've read the Constitution, and I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a constitutional lawyer, but I know what the Constitution says, all right? So for anyone who thinks I haven't read the Constitution or I don't know what's in the Constitution, trust me, I've read it, okay? I have read it. I read a lot. I read a lot. Okay. So, if somebody thinks that, oh, I'm going to challenge Tassif, read the Constitution. Have you read the I've read the Constitution. I've read the Constitution. It is right here. Okay. It's always right here, very close to where I sit on my desk. Anne is here. Hello, Anne. Ricardo, you are wrong, Ricardo. President Trump respects the Constitution. He follows the Constitution. Absolutely. White Rose is here. Hello, White Rose. Okay, let me continue with what I was saying. All right. Ricardo doesn't agree with me. Ricardo, what's wrong with you, Ricardo? All right, that's fine, Ricardo. Whatever your opinions are, you've got your opinions. You're free to have your opinions. That's fine. We, the conservatives, we actually very, very strongly believe in diversity of viewpoints. We do. The conservatives believe that people have diverse ideas, people have different viewpoints, and that's great. Okay, that's great. The folks on the left, they actually want everyone to think the same way. That's what people on the left want. All right. You talk to the Democrats, you talk to the liberals, they want you to think the way you think, the way they think. All right. The people on the left, they will tell you what to say, what to think. The people on the left, they want you to think the way they think. All right. They want uniformity of thoughts. That's the left wing, thinking structure. But we, the conservatives, we, the freedom loving Americans, we believe that, yes, people have diverse thoughts, different viewpoints, and that's fine. It helps create a healthier society. Okay. Manuel is here. Manuel says, "Hey, buddy." Hello, Manuel. All right. Let me continue. So, great news. If the U.S. Marines are needed, then they should be deployed. Whatever is necessary to restore order. And it's more than just restoring order. It's about sending a very strong message that no one should dare to disturb the peace in any American community. Okay. There are evil people out there who are trying to destabilize our country. And remember what happened in the past. Remember the Minneapolis riots. Remember that? The Minneapolis riots. The Kenosha riots. Remember the Kenosha riots? And riots in other parts of the country. left-wing evil forces have caused a lot of damage in many communities, and now it is time to make sure that the Trump administration can deploy whatever resources are necessary to put an end to these riots. No more riots, no more lawlessness, no more property damage. And the approach of the Trump administration must be very strong, very strict, very, very tough. So I am glad that National Guard troops have been deployed. And if the U.S. Marines are needed, great. I think U.S. Marines should also be deployed if the situation requires. Okay. Let's see. Homer is here. Hello, Homer. R is leaving. R says, all right, have a nice day. I gotta go. All right, bye-bye, R. Tom is here. Hello, Tom. My friends, please make sure that you're liking this video. Support this channel by liking this video. I would appreciate that very, very much. And subscribe if you have not done so already. I have more to talk about. Just give me 1 second. All right. So let me tell you what Cory Booker said. All right. By the way, do you know who Cory Booker is? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. All right. Cory Booker. By the way, when I mention the name of Cory Booker, what comes to mind? What's the first thing that you think about when you hear Cory Booker, when you hear the name? What's your instant reaction? What's your instant reaction when you think of the name Cory Booker? So, yeah, let me know your thoughts, all right? Let me tell you what Cory Booker said. And Cory Booker is a U.S. Senator from New Jersey. And this man, Cory Booker, by the way, some people think that he may run for president in 2028. He has presidential dreams, perhaps. Cory Booker, Democrat. Cory Booker, he said regarding these Los Angeles riots, Cory Booker said that these riots are peaceful. Oh my God. Can you believe that? He said these riots are peaceful. I can't believe it. These riots being peaceful? He said this during an interview. Cory Booker said, this is his quote, all right? I'm going to give you his quote. He said, the reality is we see peaceful protests launching in Los Angeles, end quote. Unbelievable. Riots and peaceful? Cory Booker? Does Cory Booker have any clue what is going on in Los Angeles? What happened over the last 24 hours, 48 hours? I know that Cory Booker does not represent Los Angeles. I know Cory Booker is not the U.S. Senator from California. He's the U.S. Senator from New Jersey. But Since Cory Booker is commenting about matters pertaining to Los Angeles, Cory Booker should open his eyes and see the reality on the ground before making a comment like that. There's no peaceful protest in Los Angeles. What we saw in Los Angeles, those were riots, not peaceful protest. Riots, violent clashes. And the people who were supposed to take action to stop these riots, meaning the mayor of Los Angeles and the governor of California, they did nothing. They did nothing. My friends, the Democrats, I mean, when you hear their comments, when you read about the statements they make, does it seem to you that the Democrats have any sense of reality? Or do they intentionally misrepresent the truth? Do they intentionally lie to the American people? Do they intentionally present a false picture of the reality? Or are they just completely clueless? Share with me your thoughts on that. When Cory Booker says that the protests are peaceful, I wonder, does he really think that the protests in LA are peaceful? Or is he just trying to spread a lie for political purposes? We all saw on TV, on the internet, we saw the images, we saw the video clips, we saw the damage that took place in Los Angeles over the last couple of days. We saw the violent clashes. We saw the vehicle being set on fire. We saw the throwing of rocks and stones at vehicles. We saw that on TV. That's not peaceful. That's not at all peaceful. And Cory Booker says that the protests are peaceful. As I told you, it's not protest. It's rioting. It's looting. There are rioters and agitators who tried to spread chaos in Los Angeles. And Cory Booker says, oh, it's peaceful protest. And as I said, when there were violent clashes, the mayor of LA was supposed to take action, Karen Bass. The governor of California, Gavin Newsom, he was supposed to take action. They didn't do anything. And Mayor Karen Bass, she's a complete failure. She's the mayor of Los Angeles. Why didn't she take action to stop these riots? In fact, Karen Bass publicly opposed ICE. Karen Bass said that she is angered by the reports of federal immigration enforcement actions in multiple locations in Los Angeles. Why? Why? If there is federal immigration enforcement action, we should be happy. We should be happy knowing that ICE is doing its job. We should be happy knowing that the federal immigration enforcement of you know that the federal officials are enforcing our nation's laws. We should be happy that ICE agents are going out there and catching the illegal aliens so that they can be deported. We should be happy knowing that ICE is out there catching the bad guys so that we can have safety and security in our communities. We should be happy if ICE is arresting and detaining illegal aliens. We should support ICE. We should applaud the work that the ICE agents do. But Mayor Karen Bass, she opposed ICE. She said that she is angered by the reports of federal immigration enforcement actions in Los Angeles. A mayor of a city must always prioritize law and order. And if there are illegal immigrants running around in a city, then the mayor should take action. The mayor should cooperate with federal immigration officials to ensure that these criminal aliens can get arrested and deported. Local government, the mayor, should welcome ICE. But instead, Karen Bass decided to publicly oppose ICE. Karen Bass supports illegal aliens over American citizens. Mayor Bass is a complete failure. And then the governor of California, another Democrat, he's supposed to be in charge. And Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, he's supposed to make sure that riots are prevented. He's supposed to make sure that lawless activities are stopped. But Gavin Newsom did not take action to prevent these agitators and rioters from destroying property. Gavin Newsom could have taken strong action. He did not. And so President Trump had to take action, and he decided to deploy National Guard. By the way, do you know what Gavin Newsom said about ICE's immigration enforcement action? Gavin Newsom said that immigration actions are chaotic and reckless. Can you believe that? Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, a statewide elected official who should be supporting law and order, he said that immigration actions are chaotic and reckless. This politician, Gavin Newsom, he's completely out of touch. He has no sense of reality, and definitely he is one of the worst governors in the United States. Remember, if Gavin Newsom decides to run for president, he is going to fail miserably. There's no way Gavin will succeed in a presidential race. And the Democrats are in real crisis regarding 2028. All of their possible presidential candidates are big failures. Gavin Newsom, big failure. Pete Buttigieg, the worst transportation secretary in American history. Pete Buttigieg, complete failure. AOC, socialist, complete failure. Bernie Sanders, socialist, complete failure. And there are others. And Cory Booker, too. Cory Booker, completely out of touch, big failure. Some say he may run for president in 2028. If he does, remember, that's another big failure. A Democrat, left-wing politician, completely out of touch. Okay, now let's come back to the current topic. So watch these videos of National Guard troops arriving in Los Angeles. It's a wonderful thing to see. It's a wonderful thing to see, when you're looking at the images of these brave National Guard troops who are arriving in Los Angeles to restore law and order. And President Trump, he posted on Truth Social, he said, "Great job by the National Guard in Los Angeles after 2 days of violence, clashes, and unrest." 2 days. 2 days of violent clashes and unrest. And finally, the National Guard is doing a great job. And then President Trump also said, "We have an incompetent governor and mayor," meaning Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass. "We have an incompetent governor and mayor who were, as usual, um, unable to handle the task." They were unable to handle the task. And President Trump also wrote, "These radical left protests by instigators and often paid troublemakers will not be tolerated. Also, from now on, masks will not be allowed to be worn at protests. What do these people have to hide and why? Again, thank you to the National Guard for a job well done." Absolutely. My friends, let's thank the National Guard. Please say, "Thank you, National Guard." Show your support for the National Guard troops by writing, "Thank you, National Guard," in the live chat. My friends, please do that so that anyone who's watching this video right now or anyone who's watching this video in the future, they're watching a replay, they can see that we support our National Guard. Victoria is saying, "Thank you, National Guard." Richard Miller is here. Richard, good to see you. Richard is saying, "Thank you, National Guard." Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Butch is saying, "Thank you, National Guard." Tossif and Trump. Thank you, Butch. Yvonne is saying, "Thank you, National Guard." Kushi is saying, "Thank you, National Guard." Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, my friends. Yeah, I'm reading the comments. I'm just sitting here silently reading the comments here. Um, White Rose is saying, "Thank you, National Guard." All right. Okay. My friends, um, the Democrats are really sinking their own ship. The Democrats are drilling holes in their own political ship by supporting illegal immigrants. The Democrats, did they not get the message in November 2024 when the American people overwhelmingly voted for Donald J. Trump and the American people overwhelmingly expressed their support for law and order, and the American people overwhelmingly expressed their opposition to illegal immigration? Did the Democrats not see that? Did the Democrats not hear about that? Why are the Democrats, by going against the wishes of the American people, why are the Democrats still supporting illegal immigrants? Why? And by supporting the illegal immigrants, the Democrats are sinking their own political ship. The Democrats, even after facing massive losses in 2024, in the 2024 election, they still continue to go against the wishes of the American people. The American people demand that illegal immigrants be arrested and deported. The American people demand that our nation's immigration laws be enforced. The American people support ICE. The American people support legal immigration. The American people oppose illegal immigration. Do you agree with me, my friends? Let me know in the live chat if you agree with me or not. So, my friends, let's keep our National Guard troops in our prayers. Let's keep the law-abiding, innocent people of Los Angeles in our prayers. Let's keep the ICE agents in our prayers. Let's keep the Trump administration in our prayers. May God give them the strength to continue doing the right thing. And let's continue to pay attention to the news. And I'm going to be discussing this issue and more issues right here on this channel in future videos and future live streams. Okay. Tenacious is here. Hello, Tenacious. Good to see you. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so very much. So we are 1 hour into the live stream. I'm going to wrap this up, but I will have more videos and more live streams in the future, in the near future. So please stay connected with me, okay? All right. So, all right. Victoria says, thank you, Tassif. Thank you, Victoria. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting this channel. I'm going to end the poll before I wrap up this live stream. I'm going to share with you the results. The question was, do you support President Trump's decision to deploy the National Guard to Los Angeles? 60% of the respondents said yes. 60% of the respondents said yes, they support President Trump's decision to deploy the National Guard to Los Angeles. Overwhelmingly, people support President Trump's decision to deploy the National Guard to Los Angeles. Overwhelming support for President Trump's decision. With that, my friends, thank you once again for tuning in. Richard, thank you so very much. Everyone, thank you. Yvonne, thank you. Please stay connected. Please subscribe if you have not done so already. Please like this video, share this video, tell your friends, family members, and your neighbors about this channel. Ask them to tune in, ask them to be a part of this community of freedom-loving people. We will continue to discuss social and political issues, both domestic and international, on this channel. And my friends, together, we will make America great again. So thank you once again. May God bless you all. And I'm going to be back again very soon. Thank you.